folks, and welcome to the final part of Mega Man in the Mushroom Kingdom. And now we face the big guy himself, Dr. Wily. Yeah, we're gonna take care of this jerk, and that sound right there is pretty much ear grating. The sound that he's making, yeah, in that ship, that sound is the stuff of nightmares. But yeah, folks, this is the final part. We're gonna take care of that guy as soon as we go through his fortress. Yeah, but it's kind of sad that this game doesn't have Bowser in it. That would have been pretty much an epic fight to face Bowser going through, the mushroom. Why is it called Mega Man in the Mushroom Kingdom and you don't have Bowser as, a boss? But pretty much this part right here, or Dr. Wily's castle, is where, to me, where the game kind of loses the Mushroom Kingdom aspect. You'll see what I mean, and just, as we pretty much progress through the stage, it's kind of losing its luster, in my opinion anyway. So yeah, but it plays. The stage design is pretty much like the normal Dr. Wily stage design, and this right here, that part, that can mess you up. This whole castle, in my opinion, was just frustrating. Number one, cause I kind of suck at Mega Man, so traveling through this part, you know, it was a nightmare because of the lack of patience that I have. So yeah, doing this took some time, probably memorization and all that good stuff. Touching the side of spikes by accident, getting bombarded by these things, having these things, you jump on the platforms of these things and having you either hit the spikes or, just them dropping you off in an unnecessary location where you can hit the spikes anyway. It was just, but, this castle, from what I heard, and I got really lucky there, actually, you see Mega Man drop like a brick. But anyway, yeah, this castle is, to me, easier than the original. Even though the aspects are pretty much the same, it's still just as easy, in my opinion anyway. So we're coming up on Wily's Fortress first boss, which is the infamous Yellow Devil. And his weapon is using his body to attack, of course. And his weakness is the Thunder Beam. And I'm going to be using the trick cheat, because I tried fighting this guy legitimately and I got a headache from doing it and dying so many times. So I said, you know what, screw that. I don't care about honor. I don't care about respect. I'm doing this pause trick. So there's two types of ways to pause the game. You can press start to pause the game normally, or you can press select. If you press select, it'll cause like a spike glitch, like a little pause glitch, like what I'm doing right now. So if you do that, that's gonna hit this guy multiple times. And it's kind of sad that even though this isn't the first, well, this is the first time that we fighting it in this, it's not the last. So it's a shame that they didn't allow the other Mega Man games to do the pause trick as well, because it would have made it so much easier to fight this guy. I mean, he has a pattern, but you know, that's just that pattern is just a headache to figure out. Of course, I'm gonna need to kind of familiarize myself with the patterns anyway, because I'll be facing that guy in future Mega Man games, which I'm not really looking forward to be honest. But I think I'll be alright. I'm actually loving these Mega Man hacks, and it's kind of reuniting my passion for Mega Man. So we'll see how it plays out, folks. But anyway, what we're doing now is we're gonna be fighting. I think this is okay, Cutman. So we're fighting pretty much the Robot Masters again. Not all at once. We're just fighting Cutman and Electman. So right now I'm just facing Cutman with the Firestorm. I believe that's another one of his weakness. I don't know why I didn't pretty much equip his primary weakness, which once again is the super arm, but they didn't have any blocks for me to do the super arm, so I pretty much tried the next best thing. But if you want to take care of this guy with no problem, just use your Mega Busters. That works just as good. So now we're finna face off against Elect Man again, yeah. And as you remember, folks, his weakness is the rolling cutters. So, you know, equip that with yourself, and you'll be okay. You know, I had to check and make sure I had the rolling cutter equipped because they don't have. Well, I don't know if this applies to two hits. That's it. I don't know if this replies to the original Mega Man, like if they had letters for what power up it is, but I don't know. I'm just gonna hold on to the rolling cutters for a little bit and try not to fall off the stage, because you can get cheap shotted by these things. Because when Mega Man gets hit, he has like a allergic reaction to getting hit. But yeah, this stage, it pretty much plays out the same as the original. I thought they would change it up a little bit, but I guess not. And I really want to go for that that mushroom, but I said forget it because I didn't. Because one thing I figured out, this game has, as I mentioned before, glitches, and I'm going to talk about that towards the end of the game. Because oh man, that's something that's going to need to be addressed big time. And now we're coming up pretty much on our next boss. Who is the copy robot, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. Look, you think Mega Man's not gonna fight anybody, but look at this. Just give it a second here and let that machine process the data. And yeah, it's another Mega Man, so it's the copy robot. His weapon is anything that you're equipped with. So see how I have the Elect Beam? He has the Elect Beam. But the strange thing is, his weakness is the Firestorm, and it doesn't really have any other weakness besides the Firestorm. So, you know, you could try other weapons if you want, but I don't know if they're gonna be effective. I'm actually getting pretty lucky here and got rid of Copy Robot, even though it looks like he beat me. But nah, I got him, folks. I really did, but I got really lucky. But yeah, with that stage is clear, and I believe we're going to the Wily Fortress 3. This guy has 4 fortress stages. I believe so. Just give me a second here. Let me check the wiki here, because I want to make sure I'm giving you folks the right information, and make sure that, you know, I'm not giving you anything that's wrong. So but yeah, this stage, all the Wily stages, expect them to have a boss at the end of each stage, so I hope you folks are prepared. I just like using the Elect Beam, and now I'm submerged in water, but yeah. But I like using the Elect Beam. Man, they really should have changed. I would have really would have liked it if they changed the Wily cast the Wily Castle, just the whole aspect. That would have been really cool if they really changed that. So yeah, so it's a long hallway and scratch till I eventually reach the boss that we're coming up on, and you'll see what it is in just a few moments here. It is, what is this thing named? The CW, what is this thing named? The CWU slash 01PS. That's a long name for this thing. The weapon that it uses is Bubbles. Yeah, Bubbles. So you see that we have these blocks here. I used one already, but you don't want to use all 4 of them at the same time, because that's gonna cripple you, in my opinion. So do this strategy, what I'm doing, and I think you'll be okay. Its primary weakness is the super arm. So if see what I'm using, the super arm here, and the texture is kind of black. It's going haywire, but yeah, it's the super arm, and his other weakness is the Mega Buster. So if you pretty much do what I did, and I figured this strategy out on my own, yeah, I know. I know it's probably a well-known strategy and whatnot, but yeah, I was able to use that strategy on my own. But this is Wily Fortress number 4 here. So yeah, this is where we kind of end things here. So yeah, this is the final, pretty much the final encounter as far as dealing with this stage mechanic and all that good stuff. So yeah, we'll be fighting a couple of more robot masters here, pretty much the rest, the remaining of them. So I hope you folks are ready for a fight. Make sure your weapons are good to go. Make sure you have enough weapon energy, and you'll be good to face the other robot masters. I don't see you really failing this stage or anything, so just try your best and I think you'll be okay. Oh, in the case you folks haven't noticed, I do have the wiki article, as I mentioned before, up just to pretty much explain some facts and stuff. Just want to make sure I have the names of the bosses right and all that good stuff. I just believe I just said this a couple of moments ago. So yeah, this part right here, I don't think it had like any support. Like, it was just almost bottomless. But that thing I grabbed, it recharges everything, folks. Weapon energy wise. So we're facing Bomb Man again. This is pretty much, think of this as the Robot Master Redux. So when we get this far, it is pretty much the first checkpoint. So if I was to die here, I would respond immediately to battle Bomb Man. So that's pretty good actually. So basically what you want to do is pretty much just fight the boss as usual. Fight Bomb Man with his weakness, and you'll be okay. Just get some distance away from him and you'll be good. So basically you're fighting the robot masters. You're pretty much, if you know their weaknesses, you can get through them pretty quickly, so you don't have to really worry about anything. So yeah, as you seen, I had to grab that health real quick because I had a feeling that, you know, I wasn't really doing so well. It's grateful that, you know, if you die, you do start back at Bomb Man, even though you're facing pretty much the robot masters, the remaining 4 again. So that could get pretty frustrating, like 2 shots and that's it. But you know, but as long as you got their weaknesses down, you'll do okay. Just don't pace yourself and you'll be fine. I find that Gutsman hitting him with the hyper bomb is kind of tricky because this guy likes to bounce all over the place. So, you know, he don't like to stay still, and when he jump, you know, he causes that little mini earthquake. So luckily this luckily this Guts Man is kind of being cooperative, so I was able to take him out within 3 shots, so that's pretty good. And this room right here, this is pretty much it, folks. This is where Dr. Wily lies. It's in his machine, anyway, beyond this door. So prepare yourself, I don't know, mentally, emotionally. You made it this far, so you might as well just get ready to rumble. But yeah, I'm pretty much, like I stated before, I'm gonna mention what I think about this hack towards the end. Dr. Wily, this machine right here comes in 2 phases. So this first phase right here is yeah, his Dr. Wily's his small personal transport saucer will fly into the room, as you pretty much just seen. His main weakness with this machine is the firestorm or rolling cutters. Your yeah, his and like your Mega Buster only does so much. So I mean, use it if you run any out of, you know, any other options to play with. So this is coming up on phase 2. Remember I said he has 2 phases. So phase 2 is yeah, you thinking that you beat the game within phase 2, but you know, you take a couple of pot shots at him and then you'll be able to win. So once again, if you experiment with various weapons to find out which one is more effective, you'll be able to win the battle pretty quickly. So yeah. But yeah, folks, this is it. Mega Man has ended the evil domination of Wily and restored the world to peace. Okay. However, the never-ending battle continues until all destructive forces are defeated. Okay. Fight Mega Man for everlasting peace. I was finna say for everyone's peace, but for everlasting peace. Fight the good fight, Mega Man. But anyway, with the little bit of time I have left, this game's a good game. The only problems with it that I have is the glitches. Let me give you an example. I had to record this game 4 times, folks, in order to get a good, and I'm using air quotes, quality that you see here. So, and one of the reasons why is because for some odd reason, like when I died, I had to start all the way back over. And you know those old school games, they don't save exactly the spot where you left off. You know, once you die, sometimes that's it. But yeah, otherwise than that, this game, it's okay. It's playable. So as long as you can get over the glitches, you can have a good time. So do I recommend this hack? Most definitely, and the link to the description will be in part 1. So you folks, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. Yeah, you freeze frame, Mega Man.